Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Allen. I wanted to talk to you about our the Virtual Art Kids Legacy Project. We started making ours in class, and we talked a little bit about the artist Jason Naylor. He is a street artist, so he does murals on the side of buildings and signs, and mainly large artwork. For this project, we're not going to make large artwork. We're going to make smaller artwork, but it's going to be kind of based on his style and his, it's going to be inspired by his work. So this is a book that he designed, and it says Live Life Colorfully. And if you notice, it's a black background with bright colors. Inside, there's like whimsical, like abstract artwork with bright colors. I see hearts and zigzag lines. This is his Live Life Colorfully. This is a mural he did on the street. If you notice, this is huge. If you look at the lamppost next to it, this is a huge artwork. I'm not expecting you to make a mural on the side of your house, or any house for that matter. But I would like you to try to create your own Jason Naylor inspired artwork. And I thought that since this has been such a crazy different school year than we've ever had, that it would be a nice time to create positive messages in our artwork. So that's what we're going to kind of do. Jason Naylor is famous for his positive messages, and we're going to base ours on that. So the first thing that you need to do is, here's another example. Find the silver lining. That's one of his artworks. I want to show you a few examples before I start to talk. Let's see here. He does them on huge buildings, and he always has like a little saying or a little, just even a word. This one says, you have to color outside the lines once in a while to make your life a masterpiece. So that means kind of like take risks sometimes. And some of the kids that did theirs decided on just doing a word. So a word that a lot of kids chose was hope, or patience is a word that some of the kids wrote. There was a kid who decided to do spread love, not germs, for this year, which I thought was pretty appropriate. But basically just a feel-good message. And we are going to take a picture of you holding your artwork. In your take-home supply box for the week, everybody got 2 of these and a scratcher. The way that this works is you scratch away the black to reveal what's underneath, which is color. So this kind of reminded me of Jason Naylor's artwork, since he does a lot of dark with bright colors. And I thought that a scratch board would be a good way, and a fun way, to kind of make your art. So I gave you 2 papers in case you make a mistake, but I would prefer if you start on any kind of a scrap paper. Okay, I'm going to thicken this because see how skinny my lines are? That's going to be difficult to see when we take a picture. So after I fattened it a little, now I'm just scratching away the inside to reveal the color. Before you start this though, I would really like it if you tried it on a scrap paper, laid out your design, kind of figured out what you want to add to your Jason Naylor artwork. Look at how much brighter that is than that. So you want to make sure it's something that you can actually see on your artwork. I'm going to do another one to show you. I'm just scratching carefully. Now you do want to be careful you don't scratch it anywhere else, but if you do, you can always turn it into a sunshine or a heart or part of your design. So don't worry if you make a little mess or scratch it in a place where you didn't really want to, okay? Because these are more about positive messages than perfect artwork. Okay, so now I did my H, and I'm going to thicken the middle part a little bit. Okay, so I have my first letter. If you have something at home like stencils or letters that you could trace or something, you feel free to use those. I might just do a word for mine. Now, if you look at this, I'm going to do the word hope, but that O doesn't show up very well compared to this. So you are going to want to go ahead and fatten up those letters that you make. So I fatten that up. Okay, you can see it a little better, but now I have to go in here and scratch off that inside. Okay, to make it thicker. Here's an example that someone started, and they wrote, think positive. Now, they're not finished. I think the next one they were going to do is be kind and be patient. And that was going to be their artwork. So after they're done with this, I'm going to take a picture of them holding it, and then we're going to put them all together, almost like we're on a Zoom call. So it's going to kind of tie into the kind of year we're having, but also be fun and positive. If you do not want to use a scratch board, then you are welcome to make it with any other supply that you have, as long as you can hold it and we can read your message, okay? So if you make it too small or too big, it's going to be difficult to photograph. So make sure that it's smaller on a smaller paper, and also make sure that you can read it, okay? So if I take a picture of it and it's little teeny tiny small letters, like, do you see the difference? That P right here, that's too skinny, it won't show up from far away. Okay, so as well as the other letters, so I would want to thicken that. You can put flowers and hearts and decorations and anything that you want, okay? I want this to be a positive, fun artwork that you design. Once you're done, then I would like you to take a picture of yourself holding it, or have a parent or someone in your family. So now I have my HOP. I would like you to take a picture of it so we can put it together in a collage with the other kids' artwork. And now I have my word hope. Okay, now I might want to go back in. This is kind of like my rough draft. I might want to go back in and make these letters a little bit bigger, a little bit more even, make sure they're spaced enough. I might want to add some designs around them, some designs in the background, but here is my example, and I wanted you to see that. If you see that the E here, you can tell that part of it is really easy to see, but this part right here, I didn't scratch out all of it, so I'm going to scratch out the entire E, and you will be able to see it better. Be creative, have fun with this. Think of something positive that you would like to leave for the other kids, and just create. If you want to do it in a different form, that is okay with me. It just needs to kind of be able to be photographed with you holding it, because I want to see your face and the artwork. I wanted to show you one last one. Let's see. I wanted to show you one more for some inspiration. Oh, this page. If you look, this would be something so cool to kind of put around your words or your background if you wanted to scratch out of the scratch pad some zigzag lines or swirly lines and patterns. This is something that would make your art a little more interesting than just the word hope in the middle. Okay, please email me at alane@sycamoreschools.org if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help you. But again, just be creative and have fun with it. Thanks, guys.